So Joe Biden did his, famous ceremonial, every president does this. So we're going to pardon the turkeys. And the turkeys this year were named peanut butter and jelly, which just hearing that makes me want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But anyway, I digress. And after he pardoned these turkeys, he took some questions from the media. And the media, to their credit, some people in the media asked real questions. They're like, okay, so you're pardoning turkeys. Great. What about real pardons? You got any update on us for that? So go ahead and throw up this headline here. Biden pardons turkeys, but White House has nothing new on relief for marijuana prisoners. Okay. So, yeah, he was asked, I see you're pardoning turkeys, but what about nonviolent drug offenders? What about them? And Biden's response to that was, he laughed or giggled, and he was like, do you need a pardon? So in other words, insinuating that the journalist who's asking the question must be like a pothead or something in their own respect to ask that question. Then somebody followed up with that, and Biden effectively just swatted it aside again. So pardoning turkeys, ha, he, isn't this a fun tradition? Everybody loves this. And then asked a serious question, was followed up on with that same question, and nothing. Didn't give us anything. So a few things to take away from this. Number one is, remember that strategy I was begging the left to do in order to earn their votes for the Build Back Better agenda? You have to demand more from Biden. Hey, you got to sign these executive orders for me. One of those executive orders being free every federal nonviolent drug offender and legalize recreational marijuana by changing it from a Schedule 1 drug to a Schedule 5 drug. Biden could do that right now if he wanted to on his own. So I said the left should ask Biden for that in order to get their votes on Build Back Better. Looks like they didn't do it. Nobody's surprised by that. The other point is, Joe Biden has been dealing with Hunter Biden his entire life, or, his adult life. And Hunter Biden is quintessential drug user, quintessential drug abuser. Like, homeboy actually probably needs rehab and help. He's one of the 20% that do, where 80% can sort of recreationally use and they're fine. Joe has nothing but unending love for his son. Rightfully so. I'm happy he does. He always wants to help him. His son gets his sympathies. But he doesn't extend that to other people. He doesn't extend that to... Do you not understand that the people who are in prison for nonviolent drug offenses, that's somebody's son, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's mom or dad. That person's part of a family. That person has loved ones. That person didn't even really do anything wrong necessarily. And he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. And to the extent Joe Biden believes anything, I think one of his truly held beliefs is that he was a drug warrior in the 1990s and he actually believes in being tough on drugs. There's a famous video of him talking about banning raves from the 1990s or late 1980s. And he said on the campaign trail, to be fair, that he would start to pardon and commute sentences of these nonviolent offenders, and he's not doing it, and he hasn't done it. He also said the same thing about the death penalty, and the seventh person just died on his watch. Seventh person just got the death penalty on his watch. There's no other way to discuss this other than promises broken. And the other thing is, from a political perspective, this is the biggest win on the planet, and you're just letting it slide. I mean, what was the poll? It's like 68% now or something of the public wants to legalize marijuana. And Biden's sitting there with a 36% approval rating now, just getting hammered from every which direction. And you can't break out that executive order pen and sign that executive order and just increase your approval rating colossally by doing one good thing that increases freedom and liberty and makes everybody happy. Can't do it. Because again, it's one of the few areas where he actually ideologically has a position. And his position is, yeah, I'm tough on drugs. It's unbelievable at this late date. This is what we're dealing with a Democratic president. This isn't a Republican president. It's a Democratic president. So look, I mean, he's going to get whatever he has coming to him in terms of the election because he can't even do things that are an absolute layup. And how many lives are ruined and still in prison when as a matter of principle, they should be freed right this second. It's unconscionable.